Hello and welcome to NDTV News. I am Tari Prido Ikidi. The headlines. Deputy Governor bids farewell to elder brother. Universities face lockdown as workers commence strike over unpaid salaries. Plus, Manchester United officially sacks manager. And now the details. A service of songs in honor of late Dr. Nathaniel Tuesday Erijakpo, elder brother to the Bayelsa State Deputy Governor, Senator Lawrence Erijakpo, has held at the overwhelming testimony of Christ's ministry, Igbogene, over the weekend. The dignitaries who attended the service include the leader of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Monday Edwin Obolo, member representing Segbama Constituency 3, Honorable Busy Ndiomu Brown, and many more. Correspondent Blessing Agadaga has more.
Sympathizers thronged the venue in support of Senator Lawrence Erijakpo and other members of the bereaved family. Taking his brief exhortation from the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1 to 11, the General Overseer of Overwhelming Testimony of Christ's Ministry, Pastor Ambrose Moore Grace, emphasized that there was a time appointed by God for everything under the sun, including a time to be born and a time to die. He described the departed Nathaniel Erijakpo as a committed Christian that served God faithfully with diligence. The minister encouraged the bereaved family to take solace in the fact that the deceased lived a worthy life and had gone to spend eternity in the bosom of the Lord, his creator. Prayers were offered to God for his continued protection and fortitude for the Erijakpo family, especially in this trying time of bereavement. Other top functionaries at the service include Secretary to the State Government, Professor Nimibofa Ayawe, Chief of Staff Government House, Dr. Peter Akpe, Chairman, State Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Dr. Tamset Eyedode. The funeral service of Dr. Nathaniel Erijakpo was later held on Saturday at his hometown of Ofoni in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. Blessing Agadaga, NDTV News.
The Joint Action Committee of the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and Associated Institutions and the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities on Monday began a nationwide strike to press home the demand for the payment of their salaries. A statement signed by National President of SSANU, Mohammed Ibrahim, General Secretary NASU, Prince Peter Adeyemi, and made available to the press said the ultimatum to the federal government over its health salaries expired midnight on Sunday. The unions are demanding, among other things, the payment of 4 months withheld salaries, improved remuneration, and allowances and implementation of the 2009 agreements within the government. It will be recalled that in October, President Bola Tinubu directed the payment of 4 of the 8 months withheld salaries for the academic staff and was silent on the payment for the non-teaching staff, raising concerns as to their fate, a situation the unions described as selective. The Nigerian Guild of Editors has called on state governments in the southeast and south-south geopolitical zones in the country to jointly tackle the security challenges in their states. Arising from a 2-day conference with the team, the media as partners in regional development held in Owerri, the Imo State capital, over the weekend, the conference in the communique signed by the President Eze Anaba and the General Secretary Dr. Yobosa Wugraye also tasked editors to play down on dissemination of information and messages of identified self-seeking groups in the zones promoting insecurity and violence. The conference, which was organized by the NGE in collaboration with the United Nations Children Education Fund and the government of Imo State, targeted 54 editors and media executives in southeast and south-south geopolitical zones. Observing that active and meaningful collaboration of the media was necessary for a meaningful development in the zones, the conference tasked the media in the region to employ investigative and development journalism as well as constructive dialogue to support the revival of the unity in the zones. The conference also urged the media to always prioritize students' welfare in reporting development and hold states which have refused to domesticate the Child Rights Act accountable. The conference specifically commended Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State for always collaborating with the NGE to host the workshop in Owerri. It was a day of celebration at Charis Chapel International Church, Agodame, PA, as they held a special Thanksgiving service to appreciate God for the successful hosting of the annual Women Convention with a theme, The Refined Woman. Correspondent Tariprido Ikidi was there and now reports. Gratitude to God was once again the focus as women of Charis Chapel International celebrated God in a special Thanksgiving service for the successful conclusion of the annual Women Convention. Speaking on the theme, The Refined Woman, Pastor Matthew Aderi charged women to look within themselves as all that they need to stay refined has been deposited within them.
Those things you are believing God for, they are not in heaven. They are already inside of you, waiting for you to steer them up, waiting for you to have a desire, waiting for you to say, God, I know you can do this for me. Then it will go into action. When it goes into action, it's not God's power working in heaven. It's God's power pulling that which is inside of you to come into manifestation. That's why you need Him. That is why you need to be in the place of prayer. That is why you need to be revived. That is why you must learn how to know what He's saying. That is why you must know His word, because God will relate with you through His word.
Pastor Richman Ayawari and others thanked God for the success of the convention as they rolled out the benefits derived therein.
For you to keep the fire burning, you have to stay in the Word of God. Stay in the Word of God, and by following the many teachings of the Word of God, you remain as a revived man in the house.
For anything that made you to be a revived man is throw away everything that will make you aside, that will make you not to actually carry the Word of God in your head. Bring them back and put God first.
This actually is our grand finale. We came to celebrate the love of Christ because He has actually revived you. Just like Jesus died and the third day He resurrected, we have been resurrected from wherever we are to the revived life.
Testimonies, praise and worship, choir ministration, and a special performance by the women, including their Thanksgiving outing, added color to the event. Tariprido Ikidi reporting for NDTV News. If you're just joining us, you are watching Niger Delta Television. On the headlines, Deputy Governor bids farewell to Elder Brother. Universities face lockdown as workers commence strike over unpaid salaries. Still to come in the news, Manchester United officially sacks manager. Details of this and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NSE Koli Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch. with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better. Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The news continues. There are indications that the Naira may rebound as the devaluation trend escalates, hitting 1,740 Naira per dollar in the parallel market at the end of trading last weekend. Although the Naira has shown stability with slight appreciation in the Nigerian autonomous foreign exchange market, traders speculate that the Central Bank of Nigeria would step in to alleviate the pressure on the exchange rate. Data from financial markets dealers' quotations revealed that the indicative exchange rate for NAFEM dropped to 1,600 Naira per dollar from 1,601.2 Naira per dollar on Thursday, showing an appreciation of 1.2 for the Naira. Traders who spoke with newsmen anticipated that the exchange rate will settle at approximately 1,750 Naira per dollar by this month end, and suggested that it may exceed 1,800 Naira per dollar by the end of the year. And on the entertainment scene, Nigerian Afrobeat artist Seun Kuti and political activist Aisha Yusufu exchanged harsh words on social media. For this and more entertainment stories, let's join Ibrahim Asanat.
Nigerian Afrobeat artist Seun Kuti has stirred controversy on social media where he expressed his frustration with political activist Aisha Yusufu after she advocated for women's liberation in Africa. Seun criticized Aisha for claiming she is fighting for the freedom of African women, arguing that women in Africa have more freedom than those in other Arab regions, which Aisha is imitating, and angrily suggested that she should free herself from wearing hijab before trying to liberate African women. The singer also talked about how he had to endure the smell from Aisha for 2 hours when he sat with her during a TV show. Reacting to the post on X, Aisha posted a video where she criticized Seun, stating that she would not let him intimidate her. She also claimed that she could defeat him and dismiss his musical career, and that Seun was only trying to restore his dead career with a name. The feud between the duo has continued to spark a range of reactions from fans and supporters. Former housemate and host of Big Brother Naija, Ebuka Obi Uchendu, has officially been announced as the host for the second edition of Light Camera Naija, an event scheduled for November 2, 2024, and organized by Netflix, a leading movie streaming platform in Nigeria. Award-winning host will compare the events that spotlights and celebrates Nollywood stars, veterans, and stakeholders' achievements in the industry. This year's theme, Pioneers, Pillars, and Players, pays tribute to the legends who laid the foundation of Nollywood, celebrates trailblazers both behind and on screen, who keep the industry shining, and vibrant actors who captivate audiences worldwide. Still on entertainment news, Nigerian singer Habib Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, filled with his baby mama Omobolarinde Akinyoju, took another dimension as Portable, who recently welcomed a second child with Ashabi, publicly embarrassed her through a social media post. In the video that elicited a response from Portable, Ashabi portrayed herself as a blessed, happy, determined, grateful, and peaceful woman. Portable, who was triggered by the post, took to the comment section to criticize Ashabi for praising herself, claiming she got pregnant for him in a pursuit for fame. According to the report, Portable and Ashabi has been tormentors since they began dating. In June this year, the singer accused her of calling his wife to say she would be stepping back from their relationship, even though she was pregnant with his child. Ibrahim Asanat reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
On the sports scene, Manchester United has officially sacked manager Erik ten Hag after a string of poor performances at the that left the team struggling in the Premier League. The decision was taken amid the rising frustrations from fans and club officials, signaling a major shift as the club seeks to reignite and restore its status as a football powerhouse, leaving the club in search of a new manager. For more sports stories, let's join Aluko Pelumi.
Manchester United Football Club has sacked manager Erik ten Hag less than a day after the team suffered a defeat from West Ham United. The decision came in the wake of a 2-1 Premier League defeat to West Ham United, which marked the end of the Dutchman's 2.5-year tenure at Old Trafford. Under ten Hag's leadership, United struggled in the early stages of the 2024-2025 session, managing just 3 wins from their opening 9 matches, leaving the club 14th in the Premier League and 21 in the Europa League. The club announced that Ruud van Nistelrooy would lead the team as an interim manager, while a search for a permanent head coach is underway, making United now seeking for their 6th permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013. Kano Pillar technical advisor Usman Abdullahi has called for an urgent action against officials whose conduct are damaging the league's image. He stressed the need for accountability and thorough investigation to restore trust and integrity in the competition. Abdullahi raised significant concerns regarding the Nigerian Premier Football League's decision to not broadcast the matchday 9 fixture between Kano Pillars and Nasarawa United. He expressed disappointment over the lack of transparency in the decision-making process and called for a fairer broadcasting policy to enhance fan engagement. I am Aluko Pelumi reporting for NDTV Sports News.
And that's the size of our package this evening. But before we go, a quick look at the highlights. A service of songs in honor of late Dr. Natalia Tuesday Rijakpo, elder brother to the Bayelsa State Deputy Governor, Senator Lawrence Rijakpo, has held at the overwhelming testimony of Christ Ministry, Bogene, over the weekend. We also brought you a report that the Joint Action Committee of the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and Associated Institutions and the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities on Monday begin a nationwide strike to press home the demand for the payment of their salaries. And finally, Manchester United has officially sacked manager Erik ten Hag after a string of poor performances that left the team struggling in the Premier League. Thanks for staying tuned. I am Taripido Ikidi. Bye for now.